You know, I've been racking my brain for the last 3 or 4 weeks about what to talk about on my next video here. You know, I don't usually do my vlogs regularly anymore, as I said last year. But I try to do them when something comes up, and I've been wanting to post a video just to keep everybody up to date. And I finally came to a conclusion that I actually should have long before I even knew YouTube existed. Alright? And that's something about myself. And that I feel it's important to announce this personal situation to the world. Now, I know that, you know, like a lot of you out there, I've become something of a little videophile, and I want to give a shout-out to my good buddy, Ben Minot, over on the Oddity Archive. Hope you have good luck with your next video. And also wanted to say that, like him, you know, it's digital HD all the way, baby. I mean, that's really what I like. I love good definition. I'm a photographer. Okay, and I've been able to be a very staunch perfectionist with that. And I think maybe one of the reasons is something that I've neglected. I mean, even if you look behind me, you can kind of see the situation here. Okay, this has been going on all my life. This pile of CDs and DVDs behind me is one big disorganized mess. And, you know, I'm 33 years old. There's no reason why that has to be such a big disorganized mess. You know, I grew up on the Cosby Show, you know, and I always, you know, empathized and identified with the only boy in that family, Theo. My family is nothing like the Huxtables, you know. They have, you know, 5 kids and I'm only child. But, you know, Bill Cosby, Cliff would come into his room and say, hard to find good help, could hardly move, everything was everywhere. But you could see in some cases that, you know, Theo didn't want to be a mess. He just was not very organized. And then when he went to college, he started to realize that his grades were suffering even there. So a teacher noticed that he had certain symptoms of something called dyslexia, which I always even thought of as a reading disorder, but it was just a different way to learn. Some call it a learning disability. And I have been on my other channel, called The Reluctant Collector, doing a series of YouTube videos called Andre's Artist Profiles about musicians that I've liked. And on a video that I'm going to post there, for a number of reasons, I've decided to shut that down for now and not do those artist profiles. But one of the main reasons I'm even going to indicate in that video as well is that I simply have no good ability at organizing. You know, I pick up a pile of CDs, especially if I'm moving or something. I pick up a pile of books, and I know what to do with them, but it suddenly drifts away, and sometimes my mind feels mentally dizzy. I don't know if you can understand that. And I don't go online and do a lot of studying about things like dyslexia, but from what I've heard about dyslexia, I'm really starting to wonder. I talked to my family about it, and they know some people in the medical profession who can do tests for dyslexia. And there are many different types. And I think that at this point, you know, there are 2 kinds of courage, they say. The courage to live and the courage to die. As melodramatic as that is, take that metaphorically. You can die to live or you can live to die. And you don't even have to be deceased. You can just go on and miss opportunities. Now, for totally different reasons, there are some opportunities I have to rethink, granted. But I really need to be able to organize. I think everybody should be able to organize. That's an important part of life and growing up. And I'm not a lazy person. I'm actually quite motivated and earnest. I mean, I think you can see that in my attitude in this video alone, and in a lot of the things I do in blogging. But the fact of the matter is, I just can't clean because I can't organize. I really can't. And I don't know if it's dyslexia. If it isn't, I may have to try some other avenue. But people know themselves, and I've been through this before with another nonconformity that I deal with. And I turn out to be very right about it. And I'm pretty sure I know myself enough to think that it's something in the dyslexia spectrum. But with dyslexia, as I saw on The Cosby Show with Theo, played wonderfully by Malcolm Jamal Warner, by the way, that being diagnosed with dyslexia can liberate you. It can open up opportunities that you never even thought were there. And maybe that opportunity might be something just as simple as being able to clean my room through organization. And I wanted to give a shout out to all the people out there who either have dyslexia or think they may need to be diagnosed with it so they can learn how to learn. So all of you out there, that's how I'm doing. Take care of yourself, be honest with yourself, and be happy with yourself. Talk to you next time.